I know for sure tonight Russians will launch Oreshnik and we will die all. They will kill us then. So today is the 9th of May 2025, and the main piece of news that we are still alive, because Russians say that the 10th of May will never come in Kyiv. We will see tomorrow.
В Україні. Всюди, в Києві, у Львові, в Дніпрі, в Харкові, в Одесі, в усій країні, яка живе, щоб боротись.
Volodymyr Zelensky was walking right here, right along this
Щоб
street.
жити. І це відповідь на питання, чому зло обов'язково програє, і в чому взагалі різниця між ними в Росії і нами. Цю різницю Росія показує кожного 9 травня. Різницю між життям на Майдані Незалежності і парадом страху на Красній площі. Колони з танків, маршируючі коробки вбивць, перевдягнута масовка, напівживі обличчя, які звисока прийматимуть цю ходу. Секта під назвою «Можем повторити». Ви повторили. Повторили все те зло. Україна це бачила, весь світ це побачив.
Can you imagine Volodymyr Putin walking in Moscow, talking, shooting and making jokes? That's the difference. In this video, I will show you how we, ordinary residents of Kyiv, live in our city during the war. Hello everyone, greetings from the capital of freedom. In this video I will show you how we, ordinary residents of Kyiv, live in our city during the war. So what's the news in Kyiv? What's the news in the capital of freedom? My dear friends, this video is inspired by our Never Give Up community member, by the honored member of our community, Dr. Brian from the USA. Yes. Greetings from Kyiv, Dr. Brian. So last week he wrote a comment, let me cite it correctly. So he wrote, the largest manifestation of the Ukrainian resistance is just trying to live a normal life under constant orcs attacks. So this video will be about trying to live a normal life, about normalcy in general. So the question is it possible to live a normal life in Kyiv? Is it possible to live a normal life in Ukraine during the war? And can we judge Ukrainians for trying to live a normal life? I think this is a very sensitive question because look here. Because when Ukrainian soldiers come to Kyiv from the front line, they are sometimes surprised, sometimes they are even outraged when they see all these people dressed up people who are sitting in cafes, who are walking in the parks, who are going to theater and cinemas. And some of my friends, Ukrainian soldiers, even told me that they think some of Kievan residents have forgotten about this war. And okay, I will cite one more person, a friend of mine. He said, if everyone in Kyiv is so tired of this war, if everyone doesn't want to hear about this war, the war will come closer to their homes, and one day Russians will organize another Bucha, but this time in Kyiv. I don't know what to say. Actually, I'm also to be blamed because I was so outraged, I was so indignant by my neighbors, by my colleagues who are living normal lives. I have spoken to several foreigners and all of them want to shoot some scenes of destruction, so destroyed building, some holes made by the Russian missiles. You really think you will see such things in the center of Kyiv? My dear friends, when you're walking in the center of Kyiv, nothing, absolutely nothing reminds you about this war. People are relaxed, they're walking, they are nicely dressed. Maybe a sudden air raid will remind you about this war. Everything starts at night because Russians love killing people at night.
Can you hear this Russian drum right above my house? And today is Tosik's birthday. Oh my God.
У фору десь тут в цей дом.
Russians congratulated our Tosik on his birthday. Can you hear this?
So, how does it feel to live in Kyiv in May 2025?
Happy birthday, Tosik. Risha, are you helping me? My dear friends, my kids are shooting our pets right now. Actually, they wanted to shoot them. But after, and the reason is pretty simple. Tosik is celebrating his birthday today. But I decided after this terrible night, I decided that we need 10 more angry birds. That's why I wanted to show you. 1 second. Tosik, 1 second. No, Tosik. Meow. Yes, happy birthday. I wanted to show you our treasures. Yes, these are presents for Tosik. And this, no, these are not for you, Tosik, please. I don't understand, this is your birthday. Oh, 1 second. Tosik. So here are several kits that we have already. But I think we should help Russians celebrate Victory Day. Yes. No, oh, все. The end of the story. Shit, I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, I just wanted to tell you that last night was such a terrible night. Russians attacked us many times. My kids were scared, my pets were scared. But now life is perfect. And we are celebrating Tosik's birthday. Not to go mad completely. I think my kids will have fun today. I think everyone will have fun today, except Tosik. These are the sounds of Kyiv in May 2025. Nothing has changed.
Okay, I will tell you a story. I will tell you a story about my intolerance of normalcy. Several days ago, a colleague of mine approached me and asked me to write a review on her new textbook in linguistics. My first reaction was to tell her, "Are you kidding? Who needs a textbook in linguistics during the war?" But then, yes, I'm not a rude person. Then I told her that I just have no time because I have 3-4 classes every day. And then at night, my kids and I are building drones. And can you imagine, she said, teachers should be teaching, soldiers should be fighting, so everyone should do their job. So it appears she doesn't read any news at all. Of course, she never helped Ukrainian soldiers. So she lives in her small, isolated world, and there are only students, home tasks, research papers, academic articles in her small world. And honestly, I don't know where this fine line is between I would say, criminal indifference about the future and the present of your country, and between just trying to live a normal life and not to go crazy because of the constant stress and Russian attacks.
Look at all these paintings. This is art marathon and it's called The Generation of War. Look at this one. It is called A Way Home. I personally like this one. This is very typical for us. It is called Window. And this one is called Unexpectedly. And this one is called Together We Will Win.
Okay, I will tell you one more story. That was my secret, but maybe some of our Never Give Up community members notice something weird in my videos. So there were several periods last year and this year when I had real panic attacks. So I was calling to all my relatives and my friends, and I was telling them, I know for sure tonight Russians will kill us. I have a feeling, my gut feelings, my punches never lie. I know for sure tonight Russians will launch Oreshnik and we will die all. They will kill us. Then I just got tired of expecting my own death. Honestly, I don't worry about myself. I worry about my kids, about my relatives, about my close people. So I just got tired of being scared and I decided to live a normal life. So it's time to live a normal life. But I think people don't think about missiles. Now they think about how to survive on their miserable salaries and poverty pensions. Putin's favorite character, Prince Volodymyr. Volodymyr the Great, who's protected against Russian missiles. Okay, so what I was talking about? About prices and about our miserable salaries. Oh, look at these tulips. Yeah, my videos, someone wrote that my videos are very chaotic because I'm unstable, mentally unstable because of the Russian terrorists. So in terms of prices and in terms of our salaries, since the full-scale war started, our salaries and our pensions remain the same, but they remain the same in hryvnias, in foreign currency. For example, in the USA dollar, our salaries just have halved, and the prices for food sometimes have quadrupled, sometimes tripled. So I will give you an example. Okay, you know, I'm just a philologist, but let's make some calculations together. Let's imagine in 2022 you could afford buying 12 bottles of milk a month. In 2025 you can afford to buy only 2 bottles of milk a month. Okay, maybe this is a bad example. Okay, let's imagine you are an average Ukrainian pensioner and in 2022 you could buy 12 iPhones a week. Now, in 2025 you can afford buying only 2 iPhones a week. That's how we live in Ukraine during the war. So, how does it feel to live in Kyiv during the war? Some weird things started to happen, things I have never witnessed in my life. Okay, I will tell you a story. Last week, when I was buying eggs in the supermarket, a strange woman approached me and she told me, check the number of eggs in the carton. In Ukraine, usually eggs are sold in cartons of 10. I looked at her with surprise and I asked her what the problem was, and she approached a shelf with eggs and she started checking all the cartons. So the first two were okay, but in the third carton, instead of 10 eggs, there were only 9. And she told me that now eggs have become a favorite prey and a favorite target for all shoplifters, just because an egg, a single egg, has no barcode on it, and it is very easily to be taken out of the shop. And all these shoplifters are not teenagers who are doing this for fun. They are not so-called professional criminals. You will be surprised, but these shoplifters are just Ukrainian elderly people who can't survive on their miserable salaries and who can't afford buying food. That's why they have to do this. They have to steal eggs from the supermarkets. That's how we live in Kyiv in spring 2025. I've told you several times already, the minimum pension in Ukraine is 2,000 hryvnias. It is equal to $50. The question is it possible to survive? Is it possible to buy food on $50 when you have utility bills, when you have to buy medicine? So people, I don't know what to say, because many commenters wrote that, for example, in the USA, the price for eggs is $8 or $10. So you live in Ukraine quite well. But you have never mentioned our incomes. Everything depends on your income. Okay, today I'm Captain Obvious. Sorry. Sleep deprivation, brain fog, mental instability, everything is here in this blonde head. I'm not complaining, and I'm not trying to find an excuse. I'm just explaining my reasons. When I was studying at the university, we had a topic called the lost generation. The lost generation. I think my children will study the same topic, but about Ukrainians. How many lost generations will we have? Who knows? My dear friends, now I will have to repeat this information in every video. I don't have any Telegram channels. Please be careful with scammers. And please subscribe to my kids channel, Tosik and Richie from Ukraine.
Обережно. Happy birthday, Тосик. Тосик, have you made a wish? Rich, your friend has invited you for his birthday celebration. Why don't you eat? Rich. Tosik is tired. And you are tired. Okay, the end of the party. Yes, the end of the party. Why are you so sad? It's your birthday. Why are you tired? Why are you tired? Because of the Russian missile attack? Look at Rich. Rich is also tired. Rich, why aren't you eating anything? My dear friends, this is the saddest birthday celebration I've ever seen in my life. I think we need champagne. It means the end of the celebration.
Thank you for watching. Pray for Ukraine and goodbye.
There can't be no light if darkness don't exist. He never left my side. He showed me the way out of all the storms raging at the sea. He gave me back my life. I owe him everything.